Through my examination of the first form of democratic government in Greece in 505 BC, as well as the current democracy in the United States, I have realized the stark contrast and as well as the undeniable parallels between the two structures of government. The idea that citizens hold power still exists, but other aspects of democracy have been modified. Democracy was introduced to Athens in 505 BC by Cleisthenes. Previous to democracy, Greek city-states were ruled by an elite few, rich, powerful men known as tyrants. Democracy was a form of government formed to serve the people. Only white male citizens could vote, and citizens would convene and discuss and vote. This is known as direct democracy. Democracy benefited the middle and lower classes. The upper class lost most of their power. The Athenian constitution outlined the responsibility of the government and the different branches. It was written by Aristotle and was titled The Constitution of Athens. The following video is an example of how the Greeks voted.
A white pebble for yes, a black pebble for no. And with this elegant and simple idea, Cleisthenes instituted the rule of the people. A system of government which we now know as democracy. The Great Athenian Assembly would gather every 9 days to vote on issues covering the entire administration of the state, from the raising of taxes to the building of roads, from the price of figs to the declaration of war.
Athenian democracy is a very different sort.
Greece was divided into areas called demes. They kept track of the people that were allowed to vote in these demes. Each deme was then grouped into 10 tribes for other political events. The number of representatives chosen were based on the population. There are many similarities and differences between the current and ancient Greek democracy. One of these similarities is that Greece was broken up into different lands and voted on representatives, as we do today with our 50 states and our representatives. Another similarity is that the people of ancient Greece also had to be 18 years old to vote, as do Americans. There are also many differences. Only white men were allowed to vote, and over the years this has evolved to all people, including blacks and women. In ancient Greece, they had no lawyers. People had to defend themselves, although they could pay someone else to write their speech. Today, a man who represents himself has a fool for a lawyer, many would say. Today, lawyers defend many people. Other differences include that the Athenian justice system did not allow decisions to be appealed, and the Greeks did not have a census. As you can see, there are many similarities and differences between ancient Greek democracy and the current United States government. Although many aspects of the democracies have changed, the roots of it began in 505 BC by Cleisthenes. Without this government, the United States would not be as well as power as it is today.